What's up, everyone? So today I got some parts for the DC5. If you haven't seen my car, here it is. It's kind of dark, but yeah. So there's the car. Hybrid Racing was having these Black Friday deals, so I took advantage of that and bought these 3 parts. I bought the Hybrid Racing short shifter. I got this 70mm throttle body right here. If it focus, no, okay. I got a fuel roll as well. I didn't get the gauge for it. I don't know if I'll get it, but if I do, it'd be later. I don't really need it. So yeah, this here. In one of my last videos, I had talked about me getting this RBC, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. But yeah, now I figured it out. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting this throttle body on. It's a 70mm. So I'm going to be porting this thing. I'm not going to be cutting it from here and doing the whole like boring inside, because it's a little, I feel like it's a bit too much. Like if I were to cut this and then get it all bored out, then I have to like shave down the welds, get this thing repainted so it doesn't look all illegal in my engine bay. So what I'm going to be doing is boring out the intel to 70mm. That way this thing gives it better airflow, better throttle body response and all that. And what I'm going to be doing is getting rid of my AEM 2.5-inch cold air, and I'm getting the Hybrid Racing cold air intake, which is 3 inches, because supposedly this thing breathes a lot better with a 3-inch intake and big old throttle body and stuff. So I'm excited about that. So that's coming soon. Alright, so that's enough talk about the other parts. Now let's focus on the shifter. So this shifter, right? Everyone I know and everyone I see at car meets, usually they go with K-tuned, and I mean, I get it, right? You look at this one and then you look at the K-tuned, and the K-tuned looks heavy duty, right? It looks like it'll last you centuries. And it's a nice looking piece to have in your car. You know, it's pretty, right? And you see the pictures of this thing, and honestly, from the pictures on the internet, it doesn't look like the material is better than the K-tuned. So it was half off for Black Friday, so I went ahead and took the risk and I bought it. And honestly, getting it here, having it in person, the material on this is great. It looks heavy duty to me. I mean, it looks well designed and it's very adjustable. Just the other thing for it is this thing here, and I mean, it doesn't have that much hardware. I think it's only this little bag here. So it must be easy to install, right? I mean, it looks like just 4 bolts that go here, and then the tool for this, and that's it, right? Simple, which is what I like. So far so good. First impressions, it looks great. Well, it's not all about looks, so let's see what this thing can do in the car. The first thing you're going to want to do is take off the center console. If my center console looks a little different than yours, that is because I have the Type R center console. So it looks like this. The Type R also comes with a 3-year-old child, like this. And well, yeah, let's take the center console off. The Type R one, I'm not really sure how you took the American one off. I honestly don't remember when I swapped it, but this one is just take this one off. I already went on and took it off, but it's like screw here, one on the opposite side. After you take this cigarette piece off that goes here, you take off this screw here, this screw that goes over there, and it should just pop right off. Almost forgot about the shift knob. So there she is, the stock shifter box. I've never taken one of these off before, but from the looks of it, you take these pins off here, this one, and this will release the shifter cables from this end. And then on this side, you have this bracket here and bracket on this side. So I'm thinking just pop these off, take these off, and that should release the shifter cables. cable's off, bolts off. Now the only thing that's holding it was this clip here to this harness and this one here. So now it should just come right off. Yep. Time for the hybrid racing one. Honestly, that stock one wasn't that hard to remove. And this hybrid racing one looks a lot easier to put on than that stock one was to take off. So if you're kind of doubting yourself, thinking this looks a little intimidating and you don't have the skill for it, I'd say just go for it, you know. It's pretty easy and it's always a great feeling working on your own car. Mugen or Spoon? Mugen. This thing is completely adjustable. I just don't know how I want it yet since I haven't got in the driver's seat and driven the car, but I'm just gonna leave this way. And this probably as high as it goes. You can adjust it to you can adjust this, have it lower, even lower if you want it with this thing down. I personally like it higher, that way I shift and I can grab onto the steering wheel right away. Let's see. I have the cables on. There's 3 settings here. So the higher you go, the shorter your throw will be back and forth. The lower you go, the longer it will be. Same thing on this side. You have 3 settings here, and this will adjust the throw from side to side. I'm gonna leave them both in the middle, that one and this one, just for now, and I'll adjust as I drive. Alright, well that's it for the install. Everything's tightened up and ready, so let's take the car out for a spin and see how the shifter does. Alright, so this thing's definitely a lot shorter than the OEM one, and it's a lot stiffer as well. The OEM one's very wobbly and flimsy when it's in neutral. Would I recommend it? I feel like it's too early for me to say anything since I didn't really get to drive the car much. I just did a couple of pulls, but I feel like I'd have to daily drive with it and then give my input later. Do I like it? Yes. Do I love it? No. But like I said, give it some time and then I'll get used to it, and probably give my input later on it. But I do like it. Yeah, that's it for this video. If you want to watch more videos of this car, make sure you subscribe. I'll be uploading a lot more on this channel. And yeah, that's it for this video.